Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Quality Talks. So let's have some quality discussion today. Friends, today we gonna learn what is retesting and regression testing and what is a difference between them. This question is most asked for freshers and 1 to 4 year experienced persons. So let's go with the session. Before telling you the concept of retesting and regression, I am trying to give an example of it so that you will understand the concept easily. So, for example, we have a ABC company who want to develop a software movie ticket booking application, and they come to a software business, and the agreement is built like for the first four months we will give a software, but it is a offline payment gateway integration will be in the next release. So release 1 is offline delivery of movie ticket booking application. Okay, so let's say for first release there are 4 months. After 2 months tester gets the bill to verify, and while testing ticket cancellation functionality, let's say a tester finds a bug that the cancellation is happening but ticket is still the booked seat is still in the booked status. So the tester will raise a bug on it, and definitely developer need to agree on it, and they will fix it. And when developer fixes it and give it for testing, give and the ticket status is ready for testing, that time when tester takes into us testing, the retesting is initiated. So with that fix, when the retesting is initiated, your previously failed test cases and related block test cases gets resumed. But also when you are retesting the defect, you are going to validate the original fault is now working fine or not. But also adding to that, you need to verify the impacted areas, the related areas are not getting impacted. Okay, so related areas, you can say one functionality of rebooking. Okay, you book, you cancel, and you rebook. Is that happening? So that sort of related areas one need to verify. And this retesting, as in this example, is talking about current release. So retesting happens in current release. So this is overall example of retesting. When it comes to now, when we deploy this release 1 to 1 higher environment, or a beta version is deployed on production, and now release 2 is started, release 2 developer has developed and given the code for the payment gateway integration. There also, when tester finds one bug and it is fixed, resolved, and given for testing, that time also retesting is initiated. Regression is not in picture till now. Now when the release to testing is complete, now before deploying release 2 to the higher environment, testers needs to perform a regression. So regression is performed on the previous releases. So when release 1 happened earlier, that time after release 1, testers team will prepare a regression suite by pulling some prioritized test cases, and that regression suite will be very validated, executed at the time of pushing release 2 to the higher environment. So overall, this is the example of retesting and regression. So when it comes to retesting, guys, remember, retesting talks about current release. It resumes testing for the failed and blocked test cases. In retesting, in retesting also, user should validate the related functionalities are working fine or not. Okay, so if you define it, you can say when a bug is ready for testing, retesting is initiated. Retesting is a process of verifying the raised bug is fixed or not, and also check whether the fix impacted related functionalities or not. Retesting also resumes the testing for failed and blocked test cases. Similar way, you can define regression saying when a build needs to be sent to a higher environment, a regression for the previous releases is performed. With every release, testing team prepares a regression suite by pulling priority test cases from the test plan. Regression is done on the previously passed test cases so that to verify the existing functionality is not impacted. Regression can be automated to save cost and time of testing team. So I have defined regression and retesting. Let's have a quick look on the differences. They are very easy if you have understood this example and concept. So let's go for regression versus retesting. So regression is only for previously passed test cases, whereas retesting is for the failed test cases. Regression testing checks is there any impact on previously passed test cases of previous releases. Retesting ensures original fault is resolved and are there any impact on the related functionalities. So we know regression talks about previous releases, retesting talks about current releases. Regression suite can be automated to save cost and time. Retesting needs to be manually executed. Then regression testing does not include defect verification. We validate only past test cases in regression. So regression does not include defect verification. Retesting includes defect verification. Now, it's a bigger question. If a tester finds a defect in regression testing that may need a production fix if the release has already went on production. Okay, a regression defect can cause a production fix. In retesting, as retesting mainly focuses on the ongoing release, so your fix will be in that release, but there can be possibilities testers finding bugs in release 2 of release 1. So that also can have a production fix. So this is overall what I want to share with you on retesting and regression. Hope you guys have liked this video. If you want another questions to be answered, if you are lacking on some questions, you can ask the same in the comment section. If you have liked this content, please subscribe and share this video. Thank you very much.